Mike Moore Media.
It's our monthly visit with the mayor of Stokesdale, Mike Crawford. He's on the line now. Hey, Mayor.
Hey, Mike. Good morning.
Always good to check in with you, see what's going on around town. So, since our last visit, bring us up to date.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I want to start off with extending our condolences to the Thornhill family. Aaliyah Thornhill is the young lady who lost her life on Halloween out on Hall River Road, and actually it's in Oak Ridge, but it's very close to us. Mm-hmm. This is the second time this has happened in about 3 years, and Ann Snyder and I are working. Ann Snyder's the mayor of Oak Ridge. We're working to see if we can't get some things done that will hopefully improve that situation so that it doesn't happen again. With that said, our council has been working on our water situation. We've got some money that has to be dedicated. I think I mentioned this last time, but we have come to some conclusions. We're at the point where we're ready to commit some funds, and we're asking again for the citizens of Stokesdale. If they have some input, we'd certainly like to hear it. During our last council meeting, we had a little bit of that. We also had a presentation from our Park Improvement Committee. They have really made some headway. They had a very, very nice presentation on what they want to do. This includes extending our current trails, making the trails a little more natural instead of paving everything. Mm-hmm. Also, we're looking at adding an amphitheater and just generally upgrading in that area. If it all comes to fruition, I think everyone will be very pleased with that. Friends of Stokesdale Friends of Stokesdale hosted what we hope will become an annual event. That was their Farmers Day. It was a good turnout, I think. They had farm equipment there for the people who joined us to take a look at, touch and feel kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Several exhibits. They had entertainment. They did a little Miss and a little Mr. Farmer. They voted on two of each. We have two little boys, two little girls. On the 23rd of this month, they'll have a membership drive at the Buy Right, in front of the Buy Right. So if anyone's interested in participating with that organization, please stop by. On December the 3rd, they're going to do a litter pickup along 158 in Stokesdale. So if anyone wants to participate in that, please come along. It's December the 3rd. Also, Friends of Stokesdale will have a float in our December 10th Stokesdale Christmas Parade. That's starting at 2 p.m. Again, that's December the 10th, and that's our Stokesdale Parade. Mike, I'm fortunate enough to have a gentleman with me this morning that has granted an interview to me. I think you know what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to promote my town, mm-hmm. and in doing so, I'm taking advantage of community leaders, owners, organizations, and this gentleman is Mr. Max Gardner.
My friend Max is with you. That's great news.
I don't know if you know Max, but yeah. We're sitting here in the Stokesdale location, and I want to thank him very much for joining us.
Hey, Max, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing, Mike?
I'm doing just great. Yeah, we love TireMax, and is your Stokesdale location, is that the one that has Dewey's? Where is that now?
That's over in Summerfield.
That's Summerfield, yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
But you've got Toys for Tots in all locations.
We do. We got Toys for Tots, and so they're bringing out extra boxes. We already have filled boxes in every location, so they had to bring out extra boxes. So you're stealing my show, Mike.
I was gonna say, I jumped right in. I was so excited to hear Max. So back to you, Mayor. You go right ahead.
You feel free to conduct this. I don't have a problem with that at all.
That's all I've got. I'm listening to Max and Mike. I'm good now.
Okay. Feel free to jump in anytime. You're not hurting my feelings at all.
Sure. Okay. That's right.
Max, how many locations do we have now? We got 6 locations now, and they are located Eden, Madison, Summerfield, Stokesdale, and High Point in Jamestown. Fantastic. It's grown very quickly. I met you shortly after the Stokesdale store opened, and we began to do business together, and I've certainly enjoyed the relationship and the friendship. How long have you been doing this?
I've been in this business for 40 years, but TireMax has been around 20 years.
Oh, my. Well, that speaks well for both of you, the length of service and TireMax as well. You live in?
I live in Oak Ridge.
So you're real close. And that does help. Having operated multiple convenience stores in the past, I know how important it is to be fairly close. Let's talk about those Toys for Tots. This is a Marine organization, United States Marine Corps organization, and you are collecting the new toys and or contributions.
That's correct. And so this is our second year partnered with Toys for Tots. And we had an overwhelming response last year. And so they said, well, y'all want to sign up again? We said, we want to be here as long as y'all will let us. So we're thrilled. You know, kind of wonder with the economy that some of the things being talked about, but it's just amazing how people step up, isn't it?
It is.
I think we live in an area, both Rockingham and Northwest Guilford County, whenever people are asked, it's things that touch your heart. They come through.
This is a really good part of the county. It is without a doubt. We've got some, I dare say it's a pretty conservative part of the county, but a lot of those people are more than willing to help as much as they can. I cannot imagine you've had to incentivize this in any way. So it's just bring your toys.
That's it. Just bring your toys. It goes to a good cause. The Marines, they do the vetting. They do the distribution. They do all the hard work. We just have the collections and tell people about it. We participate. We give our guys a credit card and say, go buy some toys. So,
good. Very good. Very good. Mike, one thing I failed to mention about our community that has happened, we were able to celebrate the Veterans Day on November the 11th. It was done in our town hall, primarily due to the weather, but we had a very good turnout. The veterans, I think we actually had one from World War II. Most of the vets, it's kind of hard for me to realize, most of the old vets are from Vietnam. That's my era. Vietnam, and those are the old guys. It's amazing to see these old people that are my age. I can't believe it. But anyway, it was a very good celebration. They put on a good show. We've got a lady that lives in Stokesdale who actually is very active in I'm going to mess the name up. She's very active in the honor flights where they take the veterans who are able and they take them to Washington and basically show them the sights, the Marine Monument, the Vietnam Wall, the Korean Monument, World War II monuments. It's a good day event, very tiring for them, but she's a key player in that. And I hope to have a conversation with her, with you, sometime in the near future.
That's great. And, TireMax is a longtime supporter of that Triad Honor Flight as well. So thank you, Max, for that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I didn't know that, but that surprised me a bit. But that's right, the honor flight.
Yeah, and Alice Ajuber is kind of in charge of that. Has kind of got us involved from the beginning, and we grew from where we sponsor one. Now we're up to each store sponsors one. And we hope it grows from there because it's such a great event to be able to honor these gentlemen who served our country.
Fantastic. I had no idea. I learned something now. Max, anything else you'd like to add?
Well, we're certainly blessed to be where we're at, and it's because of the great customers that we have and the great employees that I've been blessed to work with.
That's a good group because you do have a good group of employees,
and we have great partnerships. Mike Moore and I go way back, and so great partnerships have helped us grow, like Mike Moore Media.
Yeah.
Part of it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, Mike, that covers it pretty much for me. What did I do? I did fairly good, didn't I?
I think you had a good show today for sure. Yeah, and that was a nice surprise to hear my friend Max Gardner there, and I appreciate that long-time relationship that we have. Thank you, Max, and that friendship and your support. We appreciate that.
Yes, sir. You and Annette have a great Thanksgiving, my friend.
All the best to you and your family and the TireMax team. Sure. Best wishes and Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You too.
Okay.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you,
See
Mayor.
you next month.
All right, you bet. Happy Thanksgiving to you, and we'll talk in December.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's our monthly program from Stokesdale with the mayor of Stokesdale. That's Mike Crawford. And yes, good to hear Max Gardner, owner of TireMax, on the program today as well. You can get more information about what's happening around town. Now, the mayor mentioned a couple of events there. Friends of Stokesdale, their litter pickup coming up December 3rd. The Stokesdale Christmas Parade on December 10th. So you may want to just check out the website, stokesdale.org, to get more information. Facebook, Friends of Stokesdale as well. And remind you to support our Stokesdale businesses. Thank you for that. We certainly appreciate them. Let me mention a couple of our sponsors on this podcast each month. Let's start with Buy Right Supermarket. They're on Ellisboro Road in their wonderful new location, and I'm on that Facebook page right now looking at Dave's Deli and all of the breakfast things. That bacon sure does look good. Dave's Deli and Hot Bar, daily specials, all kinds of good things there that you can sit down and enjoy and eat. And then as you shop, Buy Right, it's a full-service supermarket right there in Stokesdale. Whatever you need, especially as you're getting things ready for your Thanksgiving feast. I see a lot of the materials and the all of the things that you'll be needing to make that very special indeed. So that's right there at Buy Right Supermarket. And then Crossroads Pharmacy there in Oak Ridge, that's just a stone's throw away from that TireMax location there. April and her team at Crossroads Pharmacy, where great value and service meet, doing a fine job, and their Facebook page very busy too with all kinds of good things that they post on a daily basis. Lots of good information, things to keep you healthy all year long, specials, and things like that too. So please check out their Facebook page, Crossroads Pharmacy. They're on Highway 68 North, also Crossroads Pharmacy in Madison, and that's right there beside Fuzzy's Barbecue. And you know, while we're talking here, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the folks there at TireMax. Please check out their social media sites as well. And that's our program. Thank you for listening.